kittens, kitties, welcome back to Keepers of the Crypt, our Tales from the Crypt podcast that delves deep into the dungeon of delightful, horrifying tricks that Tales from the Crypt always had in store for us. We are ecstatic that this show is on Shudder now so that a whole new audience can experience this show for the first time. We are pumped to be watching that again, re-falling in love with the show, sharing our thoughts with you as every episode drops. We are excited to be here. Before that, a little bit of business. People, please go find Misfit Parade on YouTube. That's our channel we would love for you to subscribe to. You can find this podcast, our short films, and our sister podcast, the Messed Up Movies Podcast. If you love Tales from the Crypt, it's impossible you don't love some messed up movies, man. So go support that show, Messed Up Movies Podcast, on our YouTube channel, Misfit Parade. Please subscribe there. You can also find Messed Up Movies Podcast and Keepers of the Crypt wherever you listen to podcasts normally, be that Spotify, Apple, wherever. You'll find us there. Ratings, reviews, share with your friends. All of that stuff helps guys like us out enormously. We find ourselves today, Season 2, Episode 7, The Sacrifice. An insurance salesman murders an obnoxious tycoon to get his seductive wife and his fortune, but later is blackmailed by a rival. This is directed by Richard Greenberg, starring Kim Delaney, Kevin Kilner, Michael Ironside, and of course, John Kassir as the Crypt Keeper. We probably have a heated discussion on our hands today. What seems to happen is when I try to enlighten you guys as to the shortcomings of an episode, Cloud then tells me it's his favorite episode.
This wouldn't be my favorite. I don't hate it as much as you do.
Right. So today we're talking about The Sacrifice to set the stage. Cloud, would you like to do the basics, I guess, before we...
So not a lot here. Directed by Richard Greenberg, seemingly mostly only known for Little Monsters. And so something else we could potentially debate on whether or not was a great childhood memory or something terrible. But the rest of the actors, the only one that obviously stands out is Michael Ironside.
The fucking king, Michael Ironside.
Yeah.
Let's start this up front. Of the, what is season 1? 8 episodes? 6 episodes?
6 episodes, season 1.
6 episodes. This is our 7th of this one. We're 13 episodes in. This is the worst episode of the series so far.
I disagree with that. I would say, like, I know you hated the this ghost sperm episode.
Yes, the time traveling sperm episode. But at least her mom fucked once and got a kid. She fucks once and gets a kid and then kills the man with an axe. There's time travel. It's convoluted, but at least it's trying something, right? My critique with this episode, this is a basic plot from some kind of like Dallas, a daytime soap. This has not a single fucking element of Tales from the Crypt and barely even a horror element in the entire episode. Right? The funniest thing about
actually
this,
fair.
When the Crypt Keeper starts and he's like, "Oh, I need a virgin goat." Like he's calling his goat a
right,
slut.
This is a different type of sacrifice, right?
Yeah, and then all of a sudden it's like we're just watching a daytime soap.
That's true. You're right. This was like a late night USA Lifetime murder porn special. Like, yeah.
It's a salesman who's mad that a rich guy's cracking down on him for 30% of what is probably going to be a huge fucking commission anyway.
Yeah, so that's what I was trying to like figure out. Like, so does this guy just
This guy is worth millions in life insurance, right?
Right.
And that guy is getting 10%, right? That's a lot of fucking money.
Well, I'm trying to figure out...
Then he's got to pay 30% of that 10% to the guy.
That's what I was trying to figure out. Like, what's the rich guy's plan here? Because I'm assuming he already had good life insurance.
But he's cracking the guy down for another
So
fee.
it seems like he's like doing this to like make some money on the side. But do you make that much money
No,
if you buy like
he's saving money, I think, right? Because it's some kind of like health or life insurance.
It's a life insurance policy,
right?
And
so he's just getting it for cheaper because he's going to crack this guy for commission. I don't pay for anything full price, boy.
Well, no, because you pay a monthly fee for the life insurance. Right. So he's not getting that.
I don't think for him it's a get rich quick scheme. He's already rich.
Right.
It's just he's getting the service and he wants money back because he's cheap and he's rich.
And it's just a power play, right?
It's just a power play. He needs a job done. His friend Jasper says he knows just the guy to do it. We find out later that Jasper is in on probably the dumbest long con of ever. Like, this is a
stupidly long con.
Here's the thing. So not only is this not a horror story only in the barest sense that a guy gets killed, right? But this could be a lot of guys get killed, right? A lot of people get killed in a lot of fucking genres of television. This does not play like a horror movie at all, right? The biggest sin of this fucking show, right? So you have the basic, hey, I want to fuck this guy's wife. The wife wants me to kill this guy for some fucking money, right? He lives on a boat and just fucks rich guy's wife. That's his jam. If we throw him off the balcony, no one will suspect foul play for the new insurance guy.
But that's the way they get around it because he didn't sign it, so therefore there's no motive. I'm like, I don't know if that necessarily works, right?
He's still fucking her all over the place, right? Like she's fucking him on a boat. The insurance guys will see that. Here's the thing. The sin of this episode, you get the great Michael Ironsides, one of the great character actors, one of the great villainous actors who's ever lived. And you relegate him to fucking uselessness in this.
And not just that, only like, what, probably 3 minutes of screen time?
Max, he shows up as Jasper, who she says she hates. And he goes, I have been stalking this lady, caught you on camera, right? And he's like, what do you want? What's your price? And he goes, I want to split it. And he goes, split the money? No, I want to split Sherry. Whatever it is.
I get her at night, you get her during the day.
From dusk till dawn, he wants to run this lady through these sexual nightmares, as we're led to believe. There's a scene when she comes back all fucking busted. It's been 3 months, right? And she's like, keep doing the same thing you've been doing for 3 months. Nothing. He's like, how can I help? Do nothing like you've done for 3 months. Right. And she's like, he made me go hire vagrants, and they watched us fuck. And I was like, why in the name of all that is unholy did we not watch that story?
Right. Because it wasn't happening.
Why was the first fucking scene of this do recreations? Her telling him what happened. Why are we not using Michael Ironsides?
Yeah, that's
in this fucking episode. So he comes in and makes I want her from dusk till dawn. That's like a minute. At the end, you find out her and him are in on it from the start for, again, the longest, dumbest con to just kill this guy and get all his money, right? Yeah, probably an easier way to do it than roping in a life insurance salesman.
So wait, let's walk that con back, because this con involves seducing a rich guy, getting him to marry you, getting it to stay married to him for a long enough period of time. Getting the guy
to know that you hate your partner.
Making him hate, getting that guy to be friends with your partner.
Starting an insurance company where you hire a salesman to then go. That's what I mean. It's a fucking stupid.
And then hire the one most specific guy that you're going to go fuck to seduce.
Yeah, this guy fucks on a boat all the time. He's going to be perfect.
I mean, this is like
then
10
plant
years.
Your partner in the elevator at the exact moment the sexual napalm. This is fucking insane. There are easier ways to kill a rich guy and get his money. But again, the beefs of the show. Because then at the end, the guy just kills himself to set her free. A pretty unmotivated and stupid decision, right? With this much money on the line, you think maybe he would, he just try to fight her,
or he just killed one big fat rich guy. Why in the God's name would he not go after Michael Ironside?
Right, because then he has the evidence, and she's like, "Well, we'll both go to jail." All right. Well, the next time he comes to pick her up at sundown, like he's a vampire. Fucking shoot him in the face.
You literally just walked up on a guy and threw him off a balcony.
Yeah. Hey, meet us at the gas station where the street lights are out. I'll drop her off there and fucking shoot him.
Right.
Or tell your girlfriend, right? Oh, he's fucking you all night, every night. How about some cyanide? How about something to put in his drink to knock him out? Like, what are we talking about here?
No, just going to keep doing this for... indefinitely, I guess.
You just keep getting raped for 30 days or 3 months in a row, and I'll just cry.
Right.
What? Like, nothing anyone does makes any fucking sense. He was willing to kill a guy in cold blood to get this woman.
For a woman,
he hides in the apartment while she's being questioned by police, and then just coughs her up that easy.
Yep.
For fear of punishment. It's absurd. But again,
and also
I can even forgive bad decisions. That's kind of a thing that comes with horror movies sometimes. Right. This is not a fucking horror story.
It goes way beyond suspension of belief. I would definitely say that. And also, I mean, like, Tales from the Crypt and other things from this time are notorious for ridiculously escalating the pace of relationships. But still, he literally just meets her.
He killed the guy for her.
After sleeping with her once.
That's the level they're at.
Yeah.
He should be willing to kill again.
Right. No, right. So,
and again, take all the stupidity of the plot out. If you have Michael Ironside, you use Michael fucking Ironsides. You use him. You make him the fulcrum of this fucking episode. Right?
If anything, have switched him, and
if he catches them committing a murder and then just is this fucking like sexual monster,
right?
Do that episode.
Show him way more often being a sexual monster, right?
Show him being the bad guy that he is awesome at playing. And then at the end, the guy just kills himself, and she's like, it worked. And he goes, cool. And they drive away. And I kept waiting. I was like, because they kind of pan up to this apartment. I was like, all right, what's going to be the twist? That's it.
Right.
That's just the end of the episode.
And also, you just kind of begs the question, why involve the middleman? Why not just have Michael Ironside kill the rich guy?
Yeah, why doesn't he just throw him off?
Right.
He already owns the insurance company.
And he's already friends with him.
Yeah, and it's like, the wife hates my guts. This is the easiest fucking story ever. It's depressing on every level.
Outright ridiculous now that we do pick it apart. So I may not disagree with you in it being the worst.
This is the worst episode, again, because it is not worthy of, again, our test last week. In the 90s when this was coming out, if you scheduled time to watch this, and you said no to another plan, would this be a satisfying Tales from the Crypt? Absolutely not.
I don't know. Again, I've never seen an episode of Tales from the Crypt that I'm upset that I watched. This was probably border on it, I would say.
Because I was like, again, if they didn't have Michael Ironside and it was just some other guy, I just Michael Ironside they missed.
Helps save
you had the guy.
Yeah.
You had one of the great fucking evil characters. So you're just
mad that they misused somebody that they had that was so great. Like Michael Ironside could have been in any other Tales from the Crypt episode and been utilized way more.
Yeah.
Why is Michael? Yeah, that's fair.
For 2 minutes to do nothing. And you could. This might be the only time I've ever seen Michael Ironside where I was like, he did not add anything to the project he was in.
No, I mean, I enjoyed watching him in the 3 minutes he was on screen. I still enjoyed watching him.
He has that one line,
I
want to split her 50-50. And you're like,
well, you kind of get a little bit of him like quietly like escalating the tension of like slowly revealing he knows what's going on. Like that's a cool little section of that story.
It's not enough.
And the end, like the only, I mean, it's
also
you don't see
mad. They had writers' rooms and executives who was
and
just
they went
like
over this over and over.
This
again.
is a worthwhile Tales from the Crypt episode.
Well,
this is a B plot on a daytime soap opera. This is Guiding Lights, not Tales from the Crypt.
I mean, we've watched like some of like the making of Tales from the Crypt. There, at least in the comics that they borrowed from, there was a lot of just like last minute, just throw shit together and get it out.
But
like,
again,
that's kind of what this kind of seems like.
Comics were not this kind of like multi-million-dollar production.
So if they base this on one of those, like that's
also if you base something on an old ass story, it's fine to do edits and correct it.
Yeah, make
you know
it better.
What I mean? How many fucking versions of Peter Pan do we have? It's okay to take a swing at doing better.
Yeah. Hell, Pinocchio, perfect example.
Yeah, Pinocchio, that's fine. The Bible. If you're fucking doing it, you can put your own stank on it. It's fine.
I mean, again, though, like the end,
this does not have any of the things that made Tales from the Crypt a series you wanted to watch.
The only exception is it has an ending you don't see coming just because it's so utterly ridiculous.
It's so stupid. Right. It's Glass Onions. It's
Glass Onion is so stupid you wouldn't see it coming.
It's so stupid. It's just dumb. It's just dumb.
It's just,
It's just so stupid. That's this episode.
Yeah.
And again, the phantom time traveling sperm, that was just a big idea that they didn't execute well.
And it was at least horror. I'll give you that.
It's Tales from the Crypt, though. You perfectly understand why it's a Tales from the Crypt episode. This one has nothing Tales from the Crypt in it.
No, and in that sense, I'll agree with you. This is probably in the bottom, if not the worst. And just in the sense that it just reminded me of...
the ghost sperm, she still killed her husband with an ancient battle axe.
Right.
That's fun. Right? This is just hideously boring.
Right. It does have just like a few little moments though, like just especially watching like the rich dude. I don't even remember his name. Just the fat.
The rich
little
guy was the best part of the show.
Yeah, just watching him while he's like, as soon as he's dead, like the show. I
don't know how a man's supposed to do business in this hole dream.
Or it's like, does my apartment awe you?
Yeah,
like, I love that.
Money and pussy.
Money and pussy are the only things that have ever awed me.
But see, he's great. Then he goes, "Look out there, boy. What do you see?" And he's like, "The ocean." No, look over there, L.A. And he goes, "No. This is the pussy, money, and bullshit capital of the Western world." That guy was great.
Yeah. I thought of you when I watched it. I'm like, I wonder what Griffey would say to that comment. Since you lived in LA for an extended period of time,
like you're
100%,
exactly right.
Is that how you would summarize LA?
Because LA is a fun mix of, there's a lot of people that come from the Midwest. So as a Midwesterner, you meet a lot of like earnest, nice, normal people. And then there is this genre of like people who are trying to be characters. They're just desperately trying to be as weird as they can.
Just to stand out?
Yeah, like whatever hobbies they can do, whatever activities they can do to just be unique.
Interesting.
And then there is just this class of just vampires that just suck everyone dry, right? I used to make the joke that all the fucking bricks on the Walk of Fame are just, fucking masoned with blood, right? Blood and shattered dreams, right? Because that's what they do. New people come in and they just abuse them and take everything they can.
You're saying that the people that are on the Walk of Fame, those are the vampires?
No. They're just like actors, right? They get usurped into the system and like, all right, you get to make it so that we can then kill 10,000 behind you, right?
Got it. Okay.
That's kind of how it works. Like there is a whole class of this vampiric person who's just looking to milk someone, take something from someone. So there is that. And even I have to be a character people, they're usually not hurting anyone. They're just like, they want to be unique in a world where we all know we're not that unique.
Right.
I understand that. And then, it's just a lot of Midwesterners that like work on productions who had LA dreams, but we're just hardworking, earnest people. So you just become like a worker.
Just put me on the conveyor belt and...
Yeah. You're like, oh, if I get in, I can work my way up.
Yeah.
Because that's like a very Midwestern mindset.
Right.
I'll just move boards and then someday I'll be a carpenter. And out there, it's like, no, you'll work and then, someone's kid from USC will come in and be your producer. Like you don't get, there are not a lot of like really working your way up from like, I did nothing and I'm Steven Spielberg now. Like,
Steven Spielberg just like he just went out and made Duel, right?
He just stole an office at Universal, right? Which is something you can never do now. Right, and, he had the goods. He was one of the guys who had the goods. But I think there's a lot of, it's much harder than you think to just be like, I'm going to be a PA on, fucking The Challenge, whatever fucking reality show's huge now. And think someday you're going to be like at the top of the ladder.
Right.
Right. Without knowing the person who's going to fucking put you in the game.
Right.
And that's fine. That's how it is. And it's better now because now people can just go out, make their fucking movies and have people see those movies.
Yeah, because you can.
So now we are hitting an era where there is a chance, if you have the talents and the goods and the overwhelming determination to fail and suffer and, try, you can find an audience for things. You can make a movie with, like that Skinamarink movie. So that guy made that movie for $15,000.
Right.
Now, I think it's one of the biggest pieces of dog shit I've ever seen.
I've never seen
the worst movie I've ever seen live in theater. But I looked over at my man, right? Heath. He's, my filmmaking partner.
Right.
And he goes, that was amazing. There you go.
Yeah. So you get enough people to like it.
Even if I hate it, he liked it. We paid the tickets, and that movie made $1 million in a week.
I mean, you make something for $15,000. It doesn't matter how big of a piece of shit it is. Like
it was in theaters.
Right.
I could buy a ticket to go see it. And now because it's such a $15,000 to make $1 million in a week, let alone its distribution deal with Shudder, that guy's getting a chance to make his next movie. I mean, he has skipped the gatekeeper thing.
Right.
And by showing that he can reach an audience and get some reaction, he's in now.
Or even like a bigger ray of hope from a longer time ago, like Paranormal Activity.
Yeah.
Like you just took like a
there's
camera.
Hundreds of them, dude. Blair Witch.
Blair Witch, yeah. Like
there's a lot of those movies that we all look up to and idolize, right? Evil Dead.
Right.
The first Evil Dead.
Yeah.
Like the greatest independent horror movie ever made, probably.
Or Clerks.
Right, exactly. So
just max out a bunch of credit cards.
But that was a lot harder back then, right?
Yeah. Like
now you can make stuff and you can find anyone in the world to watch your movie almost instantaneously. Yep. Back then, you had to go to festivals and get in and gatekeep. And Kevin Smith even talks about how lucky he was that one critic saw his movie and liked it. And he's the only reason it got into Sundance, and then it became what it was.
So you always just you probably don't need. I mean, you probably still do need that one person to see.
Luck is a huge amount of everything that we try to do, but if you have the goods and you can fucking work so hard, I think that's the other thing. People are like, they watch YouTubers and TikToks all day. And it's like you can just make a movie, And it's like, I don't think you understand how fucking crushingly hard and the enormous amount of work making a movie takes, right?
Oh, hell, I was just sitting in on your production meeting for a 3-minute movie, and you have a packet that is probably like 8-point font that is like 5 pages at least.
Yeah.
Of very like detailed steps for a 3-minute movie.
Not me, my filmmaking partner. Everyone knows that I am not the most fucking organized a man. But yeah, I'm a guy who's like, I'll put in the work and try.
Yeah.
And so you have a shot in this world, which is nice. He is not wrong, though. That is what LA is.
Yeah,
right?
that's a good summary
Money,
of LA.
pussy, and bullshit. And it's like, because you're out there for the first 2 things, but you mostly get the third thing. You know what I mean? But yeah.
So, a lot more bullshit than the other 2.
Mountain. You're like Jeff Goldblum. See, that's a big pile of shit, right? But yeah, man. Horrible episode. But if nothing else, it let us talk one more time.
Again,
and I'm thankful for that.
I've always said I've never been upset that I watched a Tales from the Crypt episode. This may be one of the worst, but it's still like a C+, maybe, I would say.
Oh, God, no. For Tales from the Crypt, it's an actual F.
For Tales from the Crypt, maybe.
If you're just comparing it to like TV on mass.
In general, yeah.
Maybe then it becomes a D, but I still just think it's a failure.
It's not one. Again, I didn't
like
watch it.
If this was like a subplot on like a soap opera, maybe then it's a C.
No, I wasn't watching and just being like, this is miserable. When is this going to be over? Just like, okay, this is ridiculous. Well, but I still enjoyed the journey.
To
for
your
the most
point,
part.
this is the Tales from the Crypt weapon.
Yeah.
Is I kept being like, oh, how are they going to twist it at the end?
Right.
So even though it was boring, she came back and she's like, we had a vagrant orgy. I was like, fuck yeah, dude. So like for half a second, I was like, this is going to get awesome. And then it just ends with a fizzle. And I was like, oh, fuck.
Or he just kills himself and she was making it up all along.
Even a bad Tales from the Crypt, you always have that, like, there's a chance that magic could happen. This one just had no magic.
The dark twist is just the guy kills himself and it was all
fake. Yeah, I was like, this is not interesting or fun at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, anywho, that's it for The Sacrifice. Also a weird, terrible name for this episode.
I mean, technically sacrificed him to get them a lot of money.
He should have sacrificed the guy who is Dusk Till Dawning, his partner. Right? So he could fight for his life. Neither here nor there. The next episode, I know we agree, is fucking awesome.
I am excited to talk about the next episode.
Yes.
Like, I love the next episode.
The next episode is rock and roll comedy and Sam Kinison. It does not get much better than that in Tales from the Crypt.
Nope.
So join us next Saturday for another exciting Tales from the Crypt here on Tales from the Griff. If there's anything we can do for you guys, let us know. We want you to love this show as much as we love doing this show for you. So reach out, hit us up anytime. Until then, I'll see you next time. I'm Josh Griffey.
Now, Mike Cloud, good evening, Fear Fiends.